Okay, y'all, welcome back. So this is part two of Jantavia Johnson's reading. Okay, and we did leave off with Uzi, her relationship, well, how Uzi felt about her, and him looking at this woman, Queen of Cups. Okay, so this Queen of Cups or whatever, he's looking at her as the Queen of Cups or whatever. But when he fantasizing about her, of course she's the Queen of Cups or whatever, she's nice, just because he she's trying to sway him in another direction to leave, to leave. Once he does decide to leave Jantavia, or the little slick shit, if y'all go back and listen, y'all gotta listen to the first video, part 1 and 2 together. But yeah, when he does decide to leave her, this lady gonna turn into a Queen of Wands and gonna eat his ass up. Okay, so y'all gotta really listen. But this part is the part where we get into the beef train or whatever. Jantavia has had a lot of beef, okay, with a lot of just in general or whatever, with the fans, with anybody or whatever. Jantavia, ducking no smoke really. And I just want to touch on these recent beefs that she's had. Okay, so let's start with what comes out for this beef with her and Cardi B. Okay, so just a second. I want to also say, before I get started with this beef with Cardi B and these other people, I want to say, for anybody who think that they're coming for her crown because the nigga she's with is they have a tumultuous relationship or whatever the case, I would say look in the mirror, look at your own, because I feel like behind the scenes or whatever, hoes be putting over anything or whatever, and be getting dogged out or whatever. Okay, Jantavia's not the type of person or whatever that he's gonna just lay down and take some shit or whatever. And so for people who think they're gonna take clown her, say, oh, the nigga don't want her, this and that and third, she should have never been with this nigga in the first place. She way better than him. Okay, let's get that clear. Okay, she's way better than him. She could do way better. Okay, and she will do way better. Okay, because you hoes gonna be stuck in the same relationship. Jantavia's still young. Okay, she don't have no kids. She didn't pop out no kids for this nigga. Okay, so we can't sit here and come for her crown. Okay, say, oh, how the nigga don't want her, this and that and third. It's plenty of niggas that didn't want you hoes. Okay, it's plenty of niggas that pull lick on you hoes and pissed on you hoes, and oh, let me not say all that. Okay, I might remove that from the video, but yes, don't laugh at another woman's pain. Okay, because just like I said in that reading or whatever, that shit could turn tables real quick. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, y'all, when it comes to Cardi B, all right, this beef with JT and Cardi B, Seven of Swords, that's some sort of dishonesty. Okay, there's also a sense of betrayal. So I don't know if Cardi B feels betrayed. Okay, but this was a strategy. Oh, I did say it correctly. A strategy. Okay, to also promote her album, y'all. So something she was being dishonest about when it came to Jantavia. Okay, and low self-esteem hits. Okay, and how I know this is talking about Cardi B is because the Queen of Swords came out. Okay, the Seven of Swords and the Queen of Swords are all air sign cards. Okay, Cardi B is an air sign. Okay, if y'all didn't know, she's a Libra, and that's an air sign. Okay, so this is Cardi B. She's the Queen of Swords. Okay, now she's quick. She's sometimes she could be graceful and observant, perceptive, but in a negative, we could call that very opinionated, because the King of Wands in reverse came out. Okay, intolerant, cruel. She's very stubborn, ruthless, and opinionated. She can be that way. Okay. Now after the Queen of Swords came out, after this Seven of Swords, Queen of Swords, then the Three of Swords. Jesus is all about the swords are all about action. Okay, so she's about that action, whatever. But the Three of Swords or whatever came up in the reverse. Okay, I need to start let y'all know some of these cards sometimes come out in reverse and I forget to say it or whatever. This is in reverse, so nobody's heartbroken about this. Okay, there's going to be some sort of release. Okay, optimism or forgiveness. Okay, and they'll recover from this. Okay, y'all. But the reason why this happened is because because Cardi B can be very ruthless and opinionated at times. Okay, and then this Ace of Wands came out. Okay, so the will to create, strength, and creation and gain. She did this to gain something. Okay, this beef was for her personally to gain something. Okay, because it's like, what really would you gain? Like, why would you just be doing this out there? Like, I don't understand where the beef is coming from. I guess let me just understand where the beef is coming from. Okay, so I'm gonna ask, how does Cardi B feel about the team in this whole beef? How does she feel about JT in this beef? But just in general, like, okay, Seven of Cups came out. Okay, she's in some sort of illusion when it comes to this. She has lost control. This gives her a reason to escape. Okay, so it's sort of like when shit ain't going right in your life or whatever, and it's like misguided anger. Okay, so she's angry with something else. Okay, the root of her anger is with something else, and so she's like, okay, these 7 cups, let me look at these, let me look at who I could take my anger out on. Okay, any bitch that say something, I'm just gonna jump in there or whatever, and I'm gonna get him to smoke. Okay, so this is showing all the options and the illusions or whatever. She's in an illusion when it comes to beefing with this girl, because at the end of the day, you got a lot going on. I mean, where's this beef coming from? And I could say the same thing coming in Tavia, whatever. We're pulling on Cardi B right now. Okay, so let me just see, let me put a card on how Tavia feels about this beef and Cardi B. Tavia's like, hey, the cuts, baby, I'm moving on. Like, she got her back turned, okay? She's like, girl, I ain't studying this shit. I gotta change a journey, okay? She changed her direction, okay? She's dissatisfied. She's gonna separate herself from Cardi B. Like, she separate herself from the mess. It's like, girl, goodbye. Like, 8 of Cups is somebody with their back turned. They have 8 of Cups options there, and they just walk off, okay? So whatever, collaborations, whatever, this and that and the third, she walked off from it. She's like, okay, I'm not no longer dealing with these cups or whatever. Back here behind me, I can go find some more cups, okay? The Temperance card in reverse also came out. Yeah, this is a discord, it's disunion. They will not be doing anything in the future. They will not be collabing, okay? The conflict of, because they have a conflict of interest, okay? The conflict of interest, I feel like, would be Young Miami, okay? So yeah, this is like, it's like Young Miami might be trying to keep, was trying to keep the situation cool. And I don't know, it might be a conflict of interest behind closed doors. I'm not going to speak on what the conflict of interest could be. I'm not going to put Young Miami into this, okay? So let me just rephrase that. There's a conflict of interest behind the scenes that nobody knows about. Public would not know, okay? Only them two would know what the conflict of interest is that caused disunion. This is in the background. It's something that caused disunion. But I do want to see how Young Miami feel about this beef with JT and Cardi B. What does Young Miami feel? It said 5 cups, grief, self-pity, despair, disappointed. I think she's disappointed, okay? She's mourning about this. Why is she sad about this? Why is somebody sad about this? Because I get the feeling she don't like to see this happening. There's already enough going on. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. She feels like this is like, this ain't she don't, it's like this ain't gaining us no money. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. This ain't, what is this? It ain't got nothing to do with no money. You know what I'm saying? Okay, the Moon card, illusions. She knows there's some sort of illusions when it comes to this beef, like I said in the beginning. With the dishonesty card. Dishonesty, some sort of illusion, the Moon card. Deception. Okay, there's some sort of deception when it comes to this. So somebody lying. I don't know if Cardi B was lying about a lot of stuff. Like she said, she got the girl ashy news. Like, really? So you gonna sit here and ain't that kind of like porn's revenge? Or you got somebody news or whatever, and you're like, I got your ashy news. Like, what kind of shit is that? Like, I don't know. She fucking around and she better be careful. Okay, because I know in California it's a law where you cannot get revenge. You cannot do revenge porn when it comes to another woman. And just to see another woman beating another woman down, I feel like that's the reason why Young Miami is in grief. Okay. We're going to do, what does JT fans feel about this beef with Cardi? What does JT fans feel about this? They're like, be real. Get it. King of Pentacles, be real. Realistic, solid, good character. They feel like JT is being more realistic. Okay, she's being solid. Okay, she's being smart about it. Okay, so this is how they feel. JT fans feel like be real, get real, be fucking for real, right? They also feel like Cardi B, y'all. This the tea right here. The fans are looking at this is kind of like a love tap. You know how when a girl attacks you? Okay, I'm going to say back in high school, when girls used to bully me, but they really had a crush on me. This is what her fans is thinking. Okay? The Knight of Cups came out. Romantic, sensitive, moody. Okay? While she's sitting there talking about why would another woman sit there and say that they got somebody's ashy news? Come on now. You're not gonna sit up there and talk about that, how you got somebody's news, period. Okay, so this is what I'm saying. Her fans is like, what? Wait a minute now. Is this a little love tap at JT? Y'all, this the tea, okay? What else? You would be surprised. But JT's a beautiful woman now. Beautiful. Any nigga would want her news. So for a bitch to have them, come on now. Yes. So in regards to how JT fans feel, though, this is mediocrity. Okay, where even for Cardi B, this is mediocre. Like this is shit that people do on the streets. Okay, that does not have millions of dollars. Okay, because with the Three of Pentacles coming out, sloppy. Yeah, it kind of feel like this is sloppy. Okay, now how does Cardi B fans feel about this? Damn, this shit pop right on. This is frivolous, careless, incompetent. Like they looking at her like she's incompetent. Cause like you got a whole family, so why are you engaged in beef? But let me just put this out here. Cardi B's relationship ain't no walk in the park either. So it seems like both of these women are having things going on in the background where it's like their relationship, their home life ain't doing so well either. Neither one of them. Okay, so they can't just use this as a flex, like, oh, your nigga, or whatever, because both of them are having issues. Okay, and it seems like when women are not, I'm gonna just put it like this: if you are in love and you're happy in a relationship, you're not on the internet arguing with people. Okay, so let me just put that out there. All right, so this is how Cardi B fans feel. I'm gonna put one more card for how they feel. Yes, this was the Page of Swords in the reverse. The actions was frivolous. Okay, she's got an album, she got churn, she got a divorce she's dealing with, and this right here ain't gonna add nothing to it. And then now they're just kind of feeling like she's the Empress in reverse. Okay, a lack of concentration. She has a lack of inspiration. They're not inspired by this. This is not something that they're inspired by when it comes to Cardi B. Okay, so hold on a second, you guys, because the train is coming home. Okay, y'all, so we moving forward at this point. Okay, and I wanted to look into this. I know it's old, y'all, but I wanted to get the tea on Let's Beef with Sukiyama. Okay, so what was this about? Okay, so I pulled the Two of Pentacles. Okay, the first card that came out. This was forced gaiety. Okay, so for y'all, I didn't even know what gaiety meant. Okay, so I went and looked the word gaiety up. Okay, so the word gaiety means lighthearted or cheerful, and merrymaking or festivity. Okay, so somebody convinced her to have forced gaiety. Somebody convinced her, like, be lighthearted when it comes to this. Okay, like she knew this was like bullshit. Okay, because this Four Swords lady showed up. Okay, she knew this was bullshit or whatever. Somebody convinced her to be lighthearted about it. Okay, and this would have, in her pentacles, okay, with the Two of Pentacles being in the reverse, baby, she was less than robbing Peter to pay Paul. Her pentacles was down, baby. Okay, so she felt like, okay, let me just go ahead and just force myself to be lighthearted about it. Okay, with the Ten of Pentacles coming out, okay, she wanted to earn some coin. Okay, she wanted to earn some coin. She looked at it as this is an opportunity to earn some coins for her family. Okay, she got kids. She needed some money. Okay, y'all. But with this Four of Swords, continuing with this Four of Swords in reverse, continuing with dire stress. Okay, she knew this was bullshit, but she continued with it. Okay. Okay, because she went on to make a disc record. Okay, so this went way beyond like Twitter beef or social media beef. Everybody knew she was trying to get a coin when she made the record. Okay, so now, what else? How do some fans feel about this? This caused her to be in grief as well, y'all. 5 Cups. After all this, I feel like after all it was said and done or whatever, she really was in grief, y'all. She was going through some shit. I remember them saying really, JT responding saying, "Girl, this was never about you or whatever," but she did it anyway or whatever. And after everything was said and done, it's like she felt bad. Okay, so but what did her fans feel? What did Sukiyama's fans feel? Because whether y'all like it or not, Sukiyama got fans. What her fans feel about this with her and JT? Yeah, Page of Pentacles. Yeah, this was an idea, an opportunity to learn some coin. They knew what was going on. People not dumb, people not slow. Okay. And they still kind of loyal to her. They still buying her shit. They still supporting her. Okay. Now what did JT fans feel about this? How did JT feel about this? Let's see what JT felt about this. JT was over here planning like her success, okay? And JT was being honest about the situation. Yeah. She was being honest when she said she wasn't talking about her 3 of wands. Find your inspiration, take action. She was in her inspirational mode when she made that record. So for those of y'all, the beef started about a fucking record that she, a line in her record where she said something about somebody eating crab legs and they tooth went missing, okay? Now I don't know who she was talking about. She could have been talking about anybody or whatever, because people's, you know, when you get cheap veneers or whatever, them bitches fall out at any turn. Like you could eat a goddamn pecan, and if they cheap and they're not put in the right way and you're not spinning the right bread, that bitches can fall out, okay? So she, you know, and then somebody boosted the fans or whatever, or the internet boosted Sukiana's head up, like, oh, she talking about you, Sukiana, because Sukiana did go on. There was a moment where she posted when her teeth fell out for crab legs, y'all. But everybody was sitting here boosted Sukiana's head up, okay? So as I asked the question, how did JT feel about this? She was being honest, okay? She was being honest in her raps, okay? How does she feel about Sukiana as a whole, JT? Or as it's happening, okay? Yeah, she feel like Sukiana's immature. She's weak, failure to lead, ineffectiveness. This was ineffective, okay? JT felt like this was ineffective. What you're trying to do ain't even working, okay, y'all? She feel like this was cool, okay? She was being ruthless and opinionated again, okay? When she sat up there and in her record and claimed JT was using coke and all this other shit, okay? So we're gonna get to that, okay? So let me see. Let me look at my list here. Okay, we're gonna get to the accusations, okay, about drugs, but not in this segment, okay? So yeah, I've asked how JT feels. Okay, let me see how JT fans feel about this. How did JT fans feel about Sukiana this beef? Like, if the girl said she wasn't talking about you. If she was talking about you, I feel like she would have said it with her chest, you know? Then after she kept trying to push the issue or whatever, trying to make money, then that's when JT was like, okay, yeah. 8 of Wands is how her fans felt about it. Like, this was bold. Yeah, I feel okay. So what this is saying is that her fans felt like this was that Suki was moving in speed, okay? She made a quick decision, okay, that this was forced, excessive force, okay? And that she was forced to do this. Like, this was forced, okay? It's like when you try to beef with somebody or whatever, it's like a forced beef. Like when somebody say they ain't talking about you, they just ain't talking about you, you still trying to force the beef, okay? And like, but you being bold at the end of the day, like, cut it out, okay? What else? I'm about to move on from this Sukiana beef. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Low, mediocre, okay? Same thing, mediocrity. This didn't go how she planned it to go, okay? Her Pentacles are still in reverse. No. 3 of Pentacles in reverse, okay? So she didn't gain any money from it. She didn't gain no traction. Her fans was kind of upset with her. JT fans, of course, was like, girl, what is you doing? You real bold with this. And, yeah. So let's move forward. Okay, let's get to the JT and Miami beef. What was this beef about? What was it really about? Hold on, y'all. This is a lot of cards, okay? Let me go ahead. I'm just going to tell you the cards that came out, and then Three of Cups in reverse. The Moon card, the Star card, the Page of Wands, 4 of Pentacles, and the Hierophant card, okay? So y'all give me just a second, okay, y'all? With this 3 of Cups in reverse, somebody was partying and having a little too much fun, okay? And this caused some sort of disloyalty to happen and some betrayal to happen. So I feel like this is more on your Miami side, you know. I feel like when she started partying and having lots, you know, fun with different people, she was meeting different people in the industry, she was partying, she was just having fun. And so I feel like JT felt a little bit of disloyalty and betrayal when it came to that, because, okay, like, let me put this in perspective, y'all. Imagine coming in the game with somebody, okay, and y'all have a plan, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, the plan is to dominate the game or whatever, but when you get in the industry, and you start partying with all these other people. Secrets, the moon card secrets started coming out. Okay, illusions, intuition. Okay, so somebody had some intuition about some shit that was going on or whatever that wasn't being told to them. I feel like this was JT. She wasn't being told a lot of what was going on, but it had like a gut feeling that some shit was going on. Okay, with a star card, there was opportunities. Okay, that they had that could have renewed their faith. Okay, could cause healing and rejuvenation and some unexpected help. Okay, with the two. Okay, when it came to this, I don't know exactly what that means right now, but when I go to the next card and it says the Page of Wands, okay, free spirited, love of life, enthusiastic, discovery. There were some things in both of their life that they were discovering. Okay, that they was being free spirited about, but I feel like this is more of talking, like I said, about Young Miami. Now, when it comes to the Four of Pentacles, it was kind of like when it came to their stability and security and rank, there was supposed to be some sort of commitment made. They made a commitment when it came to the Four of Pentacles. When it came to their Pentacles, what they were supposed to do, how they were supposed to be conservative and protect each other. Okay, they made a commitment when it came to that, and I feel like this was the reason why a lot of this started, because the commitment that they made, some sort of commitment was made when it came to their security. Okay. So let's see. I feel like let's see what this is. Ace of Cups. There is unconditional love, okay, between them two with the friendships, okay. But all these new friendships, okay, pleasure and pleasure, self-love, okay. I feel like that's where it came in at. The beef was about the new friendships, okay, but there was still conditional love there. They loved each other. There was still conditional love, but when it came to the commitment, there was new friends, okay. So I feel like this is saying all these new friends or whatever coming in the picture. Okay, so also when JT did her time, when she went away and did her time, by the time she got out, I feel like all these new people was around, and it's just like, okay, she got to catch up, okay. There were things that she experienced in the feds or whatever that Young Miami didn't experience with her. Okay, so when she got out, it was like all these new people around, things had changed, people was clinging around in the clique or whatever, and she felt a sense of disloyalty. Okay, she's like, well, then what happened to me and you and the program? And I feel like somebody started acting like it was bigger than the program. Okay, when Young Miami made that comment about she's retiring from music, how did JT feel about it? Okay, it shows the Three of Swords in reverse. It's like, okay, well, this is a release. Okay, she's like, okay, she alienated herself. Okay, distraction and recovery. Okay, so this is when she started alienating herself. Okay, also the Three of Pentacles came out, so it's like lack of skill. This is sloppy. She's like, this is sloppy. Like, this is not what we planned to do. Okay, when she was hanging out, she bagged a bit. Okay. Young Miami back the billionaire, y'all. Everybody know who that billionaire is? Okay, because I did a reading on him or whatever. If y'all watch my channel, y'all watch my videos, y'all would know. If y'all want to know, go stroll down and watch my videos, okay? But yeah, she bagged the billionaire, okay? And it was a lot going on. It was just a lot going on. There was a lot of partying. There was a lot of traveling back and forth. It was a lot of this. It was a lot of that. It was a lot of Tuesday. It was a lot of threesome. All these things, okay? And JT just sitting at home with her man. Okay? So y'all just imagine that. It was one friend and she's gonna back to being there. She's like, oh yeah, bitch, I'm bigger in the program. Let me do this, that. And so this is when John Tavia started to feel like, what the fuck happened with the Citygirls? Like, this was a plan we had. This was supposed to be our security for Pentacles. Okay, we made a commitment to this. The Hierophant card, commitment to this. Okay, we love each other. Okay, with the Ace of Cups, we got unconditional love for each other. Okay, but now you want a Three of Swords in reverse, release. Okay, you want the Three of Pentacles or whatever, because in Three of Pentacles and upright is teamwork. Okay, creativity, realization, influence, having common goals. It is in the reverse. Okay. Now, back to how JT felt when she said that she was retiring from music. JT felt when Young Miami said Carisha, that she was retiring. That Nine of Swords came out, but it came out in the reverse. So upright, this is like sitting up worrying at night and this and that and the third. Okay, this is in reverse. She was not worried about it. She had patience. Okay, she was finding help with herself. She was like, okay, I'm gonna unselfishness. She's like, I'm not gonna be selfish about it. Timidity. She was timid. She had control. Decisions was being made on her behalf when she, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why they trying to paint JT to be the bad guy, because showing up in the car said she wasn't worried about the shit. She was actually being patient. What else? She also felt like this was a sense of, the fool in reverse, being naive, being reckless, inexperienced. This was unwise. This was an unwise decision. She knew that this was an unwise decision, though. What else? But, the King of Cups. She also felt like JT was being manipulated. JT also felt like Young Miami was being manipulated. She at this time when she was partying doing all that stuff, that she was also unreliable. It's like, bitch, I can't even call you because you in Turks and Caicos. Where you at this month? Where you at this month? Where you at this week? Where you at this week? Unreliable, fickle. Okay, and it was some shit that she felt like Young Miami was being untruthful about, y'all. So when we judging on the outside looking in, y'all don't know what was happening on the inside, okay? Some shit was being lied about. She wasn't being trustworthy about a lot of shit, okay? And later on it came out that they was involved with drugs and all kind of shit, okay? So it was accusations that came out that these things were going on. But in regard to the reading, how JT felt, okay, that there was some things that was being, she was being untruthful. Your man was being untruthful about. Like, we're supposed to be friends, we're supposed to tell each other everything, and now you're being untruthful, okay? So she had reasons to start to feel like, because that's like being your best friend or whatever, and then like, I had a best friend with, okay? And it would be shit that people come back and tell me she was doing, but in my face, she was Miss Pretty Princess and all this, and then people tell me, oh, she out here doing this, she doing that, why you friends with her? You need to get her shit. It's like, I feel like in a sense, this was what was going on. She was hearing things, she was feeling things, and then I don't know, she would ask Young Miami about it, like, what's going on, what you doing? And Young Miami would be like, oh girl, nothing, and this and that and the third. I don't feel like she was purposely, that Young Miami was purposely lying to JT, but she was not telling her shit. With the Eight of Swords in reverse, freedom to choose, okay, self-created boundaries, okay, there was boundaries boundaries created between them, okay. That's when the boundaries started. JT was like, okay, I gotta create some boundaries, because like this is about our future. This is about the plan, and not somebody acting like they bigger than the plan, baby. I feel like they was trying to talk like they trying to blame it on JT, because it's easy to blame it on the person who they feel like always mad, I always got an attitude, always this, always that. When in reality, JT, I'm not giving no excuses for her, but she had a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? She had a lot going on in her relationship. She changed. Okay, when she did that time, it changed her. Okay, this is something that JT, she did the crime, she did the time, but she didn't. While Miami was traveling around the world, getting pregnant, starting a family. She, even though there was things that Young Miami had to carry the group or whatever, it's like that's better than sitting in a cell for 8 months and motherfuckers looking at you like you done fucked up your future. Okay, she's out, she's creating, Young Miami out there creating life. They couldn't do the time together, so it changed JT. Okay, it changed her. There were some things that she needed to heal when it came to that. It's like, so when she hopped out, it was more like she had to play catch up, where everybody else was out partying and having fun and buying shit and this and that and the third. Genevieve had to play catch up, you know what I'm saying? And people are like, oh, she always got an attitude and she this and that. No, when you go from, okay, y'all hood rich to y'all really around celebrities and stars, but your shit get cut off, you gotta go away. So now you reduced to being in there with people who done fucking unalive people, who done did all these other crimes, and then you hop out to a jet and to all these other people that was there that wasn't there before. Now I'm not talking about Young Miami's family. I'm talking about the people that was not there before, when it was just them in the hustle and the grind. And then you hop out to everybody else around. I think Jantavia just kind of felt overwhelmed, and it wasn't more so if she was had an attitude. She was just like, I'm not used to this. Like, I gotta adapt to this already, when I just was confined for a year. I know she did at least a year behind the bars. So people gotta really understand that prison changed you. If you've never been, and you're a female at that, and then you know what I'm saying, you go from being a little ass girl. Honestly, they were little girls. They were grown women, but in my eyes or whatever, they were little girls. Okay, and then you go and do fed time. This ain't no regular like jail. Kind of jail. This was big time fed time, and then you hop out into all this overwhelmness. Okay, I feel like JT just needed a moment to soak it all in, and it was so overwhelming for her, and it just translated as she had an attitude. It was kind of like she was trying to control her environment around her, and people didn't understand. It's like, okay, well, if I don't have nothing nice to say, or if I don't like certain people, if I don't like the environment, or if I'm not used to it, I'm gonna just stay my ass home. And I feel like this is what was going on. Okay, this had a lot to do with, I feel like Santana and Yo Miami was kind of looking at her like that, like get with the program, and then they was teasing her about the way she was dressing and shit like that. It's like you may see Young Miami in an outfit and you're gonna see somebody else in that outfit, but when JT get dressed, you're not gonna see nobody else in her shit. You're not gonna see nobody else in her shit until they start really, oh, I want to look like JT, and then they go, she's a trendsetter, she's a star. Okay, there's a star card in the middle of the reading. She's a star. Not to say Young Miami ain't she, but she is. And the way she dressed, and the way she put outfits together, that's not easy or whatever to be different. Okay, so she decided in her life she was gonna be different, and they was calling her for like, girl, what the hell you got on? And then I don't want to be around motherfuckers that's always, every time I turn around, I gotta explain what the fuck I got on. I gotta explain why I'm not feeling, why I'm not feeling in the mood. I gotta explain this, I gotta explain that, or whatever. And not a lot of people are comfortable with hanging around the type of people that Young Miami hang around. Okay, I feel like JT wanted to just enjoy what she's overcame. Okay, because best believe me, doing some prison time and not knowing whether you want to get out, and then you trying to get out with early release, and then people telling you no, we ain't finna release you yet. So basically they still got papers on you, still got stipulations, and you got to figure out how you gonna travel around the world, tour, and do all this other stuff. And on top of that, when JT pretty much got out of the feds, it was the pandemic. I'm gonna say the pandemic. Okay, so then she had to deal with getting used to the changes of the world. Everybody was getting used to the changes, and just imagine her like, oh my God, like what is really going, like shit changed for her. Okay, so it's not like she got really to enjoy the fruits of her labor. She had to play catch up, and then she hopped out when the world was changing now, and it has never been the same since. Okay, so she had to adjust to all of that. Okay, and people are like, oh, she had an attitude. I feel like that when JT come around, people, they be clutching their pearls and purses and be like, come on, let's go this way, because JT ain't with that. And I feel like she wasn't, because she just went through she had a different path to go through. God had a different path for her, a different plan, and I feel like she was handling it, you know what I'm saying? Rather than, unaliving herself and saying, you know what, I can't do this. She kept moving forward. Okay, so that was really what they beef about. Now I want to go ahead and see what is going to be the future. Like, I'm not talking about Citygirls, I'm talking about Carisha and Gentavia. What are they going to? Ten of Pentacles. Legacy. Okay, they're still. Let me see what else. Page of Pentacles. Giving up. Even though they're still family, okay, with the Ten of Pentacles, they're still family. They're still inheritance. They're going to gain inheritance for their family. They're going to gain prosperity and things like that. The Page of Pentacles, they're still going to have opportunities, y'all. They still have loyalty towards each other, okay? But there are going to be times with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. There's still going to be disorganization. There's going to be chaos. Somebody's going to, there's going to be giving up, impatient, no reward. Okay, let's clarify this Seven of Pentacles in reverse, because what is this about? When you see the Ten of Pentacles, you see the Pentacles up, right? Then you see some in reverse. Okay, so I don't know that they may just be saying that there are going to be some losses. It's not going to be all gravy. Okay, there's some things that some of them are going to have to give up. That's what that's telling me. They're going to give up on some things. So that may be just the group. Okay, but as far as their relationship, what's the future for Carisha and Yamani? Carisha and Yamani. Carisha and JT. Y'all, it's not looking good. And this is just right now. It could change. These cards come out in reverse. Ace of Swords in reverse. Self-destruction, weakness, lack of clarity. Temperance in reverse. Discord, disunion. Okay, that's what's going on right now. Or I asked what the future was going to bring, baby. Let me see if we can get one more card. Remember, these energies are exchangeable, but you know what I'm saying? Nothing is ever written in stone, but what is showing right now, okay, the future, based on their decisions, because everybody got free will. Okay, the Strength card came out. There's also going to be, some confidence, some resilience, passion still, some inner power, but somebody's going to be Queen of Pentacles. Somebody's a Queen of Pentacles in reverse, y'all. Nagging, materialistic, and jealous. Oh, undecisive. That's what's going on. So somebody Pentacles is in reverse, y'all. And I believe it could be Carisha, because you had a billionaire and then they didn't. All of a sudden that billionaire is gone. You had to do some time. You're not looked at as the Queen of Pentacles anymore. That's why a lot of her, yeah, she's holding 4 Pentacles. She's holding on to her Pentacle, y'all. She's not the Queen of Pentacles right now. She's holding on to a lot of her Pentacles. She's being, stingy. She's not spending a lot. Holding on. It says, yeah, holding on too tight can stop you from moving forward. Okay, so she's holding on to everything she got right now. Okay, her Pentacle's not looking good, y'all. And I would feel the way that she's feeling right now too. Like I would feel. I'm not saying the way she feels towards Jatavia. I'm saying it's showing her action, the way it's like her personality and the way she's handling this situation shows that her Pentacles is in reverse. Okay, so those feelings that she's feeling, like people kicking her when she down, her career is over. I don't care what she get on this camera and portray. Okay, she is not she's not spending like she used to. And I know some people saying she got back with her baby daddy, Summer's dad. Yeah, this is something that 6 of Wands, pride of riches, delay, fear, apprehension, doubt. She's having a lot of doubt right now, y'all. She don't know where her career going. She's having a lot of doubt right now. Okay. This is one thing that's not in the public too, y'all. It's not in the public. This is something that behind the scenes is somebody. And I feel like that's why Santana jumping in to defend her or whatever, because she's in despair and this and that third. But let's segue into that, y'all. Let's segue into that. This beef with Santana and JT. Give me just a second. This was perfect timing or whatever. My next thing that I have on my notes was the Santana beef. All right. Let's get the tea on that. Y'all, these cards is a mess. Y'all give me, hold on now. I'm finna put it into perspective for y'all. I'm finna show y'all what the cards, I'll tell y'all what the cards are saying. I'm gonna put it right on into perspective, honey, because baby, this right here is a mess. So we're gonna get one more card. This one. Okay. Y'all, the first card that came out was the Fool card. Okay, now let me explain something, y'all, because this is funny. On the Fool card, this man, there's this like feminine ass man or whatever with a purse in one hand. Well, no, actually, it's like what is this? A rose in one hand. Okay, and he has a purse on the end of a stick, and the stick is thrown over his shoulder, so the purse is like hanging behind his head, and he has his head thrown back to the cautionary wind. So, baby, Santana think he T doing this. He think he T doing this, but he really a goddamn fool. Looking like a goddamn fool doing this, okay? And it's like with the six of Wands, it's like he really got confidence. It's like he in the public, he want to gain public recognition for this. Like, oh, I was the one that went off on JT. Okay, but with this King of Pentacles in reverse, baby, his money ain't right either. His Pentacles in reverse. He over there broke too. That's why he doing this. They broke. Y'all, I'm just saying it like how it is. They broke. It's not like they broke like the average person or whatever, but their money ain't coming in. When I was like, I'm getting this and I'm getting. No, he not. He broke, y'all. I think JT know that. And then the Two of Cups in reverse. Baby, these relationships, imbalance, tension, waste, dissipation, disunion, silly actions, rejection, separation. Everybody know he going through all of that. It came out in the cards though, y'all. Two of Cups in reverse. Okay, so the niggas he dating or whatever, they're like, oh bitch, you thought you was the shit. You ain't. These are people he's dating. Not just people in general thinking this. This is the Two of Cups in reverse. Also, 4 Cups in reverse. The people that had, okay, so this says new approaches to old problems, new events and possibilities, enthusiastic of life and acceptance. He wanted to be accepted when he did this. So he was doing this to like, oh, this is to take a new approach to whatever he got going on. Like I said, wanting to be the first to go off on JT. Like, oh, I'm that one that's gonna do it. Star card, he think he's a star. This was an opportunity to have it. So you know how somebody will sit here and when they're going through shit or whatever and they broke or whatever, and when they release on somebody or they take their problems or their issue with somebody, then they feel renewed and they feel happy. That's ugly to me. That's real ugly to me. Okay, so he feels regenerated once he did this. It was like he been waiting. Like he said, JT been waiting. No, he been waiting just to say something to her, or to do, to do something like this. So it's like, oh yeah, baby, I'm a star, and this and that and the third. Like he thinking like that. Okay, but let's see. What's the future of this beef with Santana? Cause baby, right now he thinks he's doing this. Cause why would you argue with a girl, a female? Okay. You talking about you don't argue with females, okay? Yes, Queen of Wands. Somebody's gonna he's aggressive, demanding, he's dramatic. Terrifying in reverse, foolish, wavers, contempt. Y'all, I cannot make this up. He thinking he'll start with the star card. But the Queen of Wands, because he being a fucking queen right now, y'all. The Queen of Wands is in reverse. And don't take this as I'm taking a hit to nobody. I'm reading what the cards are saying. Queen of Wands in reverse. Terrifying reverse. What else? Judgment. You better be careful. Judgment card. Fail to face the facts. Disappointment. Blamed out. Yeah. Judgment card in reverse. So you need to be careful. Very, very, very careful. Because the judgment card is in the upright. It's like an angel blowing, good judgment, blowing a horn and going blowing good judgment upon these people, and they're standing down there and they're worshiping and they have their hands raised and some of them have their hands out to receive blessings. This is in reverse for him. Okay. Now what does JT feel? How did JT feel about this? Beef with Santana. I don't know why he did it. Why would he do this, and why would he think this is tea? And why would he think, oh, I'm gonna gain public recognition, I'm gonna be triumphant in the public. In the public, he's triumphant, but in the background, this pentacle is in reverse. 10 of Pentacles is in reverse. So that means it's a lot of money. 10 of Pentacles is the most, like, well, you know what? Ace of Pentacles is the most. Okay, that's that bad. Okay, but he's in the 10 of Pentacles right now. So like, as far as the Pentacles go from Ace all the way to 10, right? Ace is the coup de grace, like you know what I'm saying? And 10 of Pentacles is next to that. But if it's in reverse, baby, that means you ain't getting the money. I don't even see like a page of Pentacle. I don't see not now other Pentacle in here that's upright, because I could say at least he getting a little bit of money. He lying, y'all, about, oh, he's getting wires every day and this and that. I don't know, he could be tricking or trying to, but like I feel like, I don't know, somebody said he is the trick. That's neither here nor there, but how did JT feel? Oh, she like, this is heartbreaking for me to even have to go there with him. What else? 3 of Swords. Ace of Wands in reverse. False start. Cancellation, delays, or misunderstanding. He like, she like, excuse me? You must be having some kind of misunderstanding, baby. Who are you talking to? 7 of Pentacles. Giving and receiving. She like, here, what you need, some money? 7 of Pentacles. I cannot make this up. It's in the upright. Like, what you need, some money? See, I would have gave your ass some money. Moon card in reverse. If you weren't trifling, if you didn't make trifling mistakes, okay? What she's, her approach to this is truth. She recognizes, she got clarity when it comes to this. She got clarity. She know what's going on. Y'all, even though a lot of people don't know what's going on, she got clarity. Even though if whether he's saying, oh girl, I get this, I get that, or whatever, JT knows it's not that. So that's why she heartbroken. And this just shows the condition of her heart, y'all. I didn't even expect this, because I know people are saying she's a mean girl. No, ma'am. She just got jazz to her, okay? The Chariot card. She moving on from this. She's moving forward regardless. It don't matter what he say. It don't matter what he do. It don't matter how dramatic he is. It don't matter what he come out and say. She's still gonna move forward. Okay. She has ancestors right here. The Chariot card. There's 2 ancestors. Okay. She's moving on. Regardless of dire stress. Okay. She's focused. her direction is focus, determination. She's concentrating. She will triumph and she will persevere over this. Okay, so while he's trying to make her feel like he like okay, kicking her while she's down type of situation, and she really ain't down. It's just the fact that she's beefing with Cardi B now, and he's like, I'm just jump on in there and get some licks in. The fuck? Excuse me? That's why this card came out. Like, is this some kind of misunderstanding? It's like, oh bitch, you been waiting for this? Like, what, you need some money? Okay, the moon card in reverse, this is a trifling mistake. Yes, baby, I know the truth through your deception. Okay, and I'ma still move forward. I'm focused. Doesn't matter what you say. Okay, the Knight of Swords. She even got people rushing in on her behalf. The Knight of Swords, fearless, ambition, competitive. She like, this is what I do. Logic, skillful, brave, clever. She rushed in to be like, oh baby, let me tell you something. Either if this is her or somebody else rushing in on her behalf, like, girl, we got this. It was niggas that was like, girl, we got this. You want us to do this? And she like, nah, I got it. I'm fearless. I'm ambitious. I'm competitive anyway. This is what I do. Fuck you mean? Okay. Child, this is a mess. This is crazy. What else? How did let's see how his fans, sometimes the fans feel about this beef with JT. I don't know what his fans think. Okay, so move these cards on over so I can have room for these other ones that's gonna come out. Let me see. Empress card. They're like, he acting like a whole goddamn woman who pregnant. Oh my God, Seven of Cups in reverse. He like, baby, they're like, baby, you didn't have the options that you thought you had. And it's Seven of Cups in reverse. Upright, you got options, okay? They're like, this has got to be a distraction from something else that's going on in his life. He's trying to distract. Yes, this is what it is. He's trying to distract from what's going on in his life, okay? This is disarray, okay? Vanity, lust, vanity. Like, bitch, like, okay, he think he look good. You can't tell him he don't, okay? I feel like this is the type of relationship Santana has, or this is the type of attitude that he's had all his life, okay? But this is telling me, like, it's like when he sat up there and came for her body, talk about her body. Bitch, is you serious? How you gonna talk about her body? That's what his vanity card come on. He think he look good. He think he look good enough to talk about somebody else's body. What else the fans think? Empress card and Seven of Cups in reverse is what his fans think. He acting like a whole pregnant woman, like he pregnant carrying a child. Emotional. He act like he on the throne. Acting like a, you know. What else? Why is this Ace of Pentacles here? I mean, what is this? Ace of Swords. The actions he's taking. Like, this was an ace in the hole. Like, it's kind of like an ace in the hole situation. Like, oh, I got my ace in the hole. I'm gonna go ahead and just pull it out. But if you don't be careful, the hand of God is gonna come down and judge him. Slice his ass in half. It's what? So what you coming over? The Five of Cups came out. Honey, this is Jesus Christ, Lord. Okay, so with the Five of Cups in reverse, it says acceptance, forgiveness, gratitude, clarity, kindness, news, alliance, and recovery. His fans. Okay, this is by his fans. His fans is gonna forgive him for this. Okay, they're rocking with him. He gonna recover from this. So he should just kept his mouth shut or whatever. He gonna recover from the whatever this is that he's going through that caused him to lash out. Cause he could just kept it quiet. When it comes to his fans gonna forgive him, but they know he was being, cause they know he was being. This is a weak moment. Okay, he's being impatient. He's being petty. Okay, that's what kind of fans he got. He got petty fans. Okay, he has petty fans. Okay, now I don't need to ask what okay, I'm gonna ask what JT fans feel about this beef with Santana. Now that we know what's going on and why. when that heartbreak card came out, that showed me JT didn't really want to JT did not really want to. She didn't want to do something like that. Okay, the release card, the devil card in reverse came out. Release, bondage, respect, freedom, choices, no self-imposed limitation. Her fans feel like, baby, we just finna, like, whatever they had for Santana, they released it. Because I feel like a portion of her fans, just because he's, like, associated with them, kind of, was rocking with him. But now they're finna release that. They're finna release their likage for him. Yeah, it's showing that, they're like, in their eyes, he's like a little kid, okay? Page of Cups. His emotions, when it comes to his emotions, like a little kid. Like he's acting like a little kid, okay? Sweetness, gentle, reflective, self-absorbed, intuitive. Yes, her fans are she got sweet fans. Her fans are very sweet. And they are gentle. They're reflective. They're like, don't let your emotions get in the way. This is how they want, this is how they're feeling. This is what they want JT to know. Don't let your emotions get in the way. They're like, this is superficial, theatrical. This is a distraction. Bad news, instability. They know this is associated with instability, okay? So that's how her fans feel. That's sweet. That's sweet that her fans are logical, okay? She got logical fans. They're gentle. They're being gentle with her. They understand it, and they're like, okay, if you're not rocking with Santana, we not either. Okay. All right, let's move on. Yes. Okay, guys, I'm back. Let's get into these accusations. Let's get into these accusations, because baby, Santana was running his mouth like he had diarrhea. Okay, so the next on my list was accusations of her being stink and using drugs. Come on now, let's see. But no, let's see now. Take a minute. What do we want to know about the accusations? Are they true? Or when he came out his mouth and said this, what's he? What's he when he came out his mouth and said this? Because these aren't accusations. He made these accusations. So where's this coming from? Man, no card don't even want to come out. Again, the childish card. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, Page of Cups. Childish. He felt some sense of relief when he did it, or release. Okay, he's like, I'm free to do what the fuck I want to do. I'm free to say what the fuck. He felt like he had freedom to say what the fuck he wanted to say. Yeah, okay. Like it's all bets are off type of situation. So to me, that's telling me like this: you just saying what the fuck you want to say, being free with it. Okay, that doesn't make it true. But let's see what else come out. Because he, okay, 9 of Cups in reverse. 9 of Cups is upright is fulfilling. He's being pretty much selfish. It was a mistake, y'all. It was a mistake. Just had diarrhea in the mouth. Showing 9 of Cups in reverse. Mistake, selfishness, greed, materialism, imperfection. He's saying that because his ass is imperfect. Because his ass stank. Jeff Carr. I cannot make this up. Oh, Lord. Baby, the Jeff Carr came out. That stuff is explanatory, y'all. Like, go unallow yourself. No, I'm just joking. Okay, let me be for real with this. Transformation, ending cycles, transitioning, a necessary change, yeah. He need to grow up. He need a necessary change. He need to cut all this out. He need to definitely shield. For real. Like, the fact that he did this is gonna make him wanna wish he didn't, okay? What else? Ooh. 4 of Pentacles. Again, greed, materialism, lack of originality, possessiveness. Yeah, like, you have lack of originality. Like, are you wanting to be like Your whole brand is based around the City Girls, okay? Don't try to sit here and lie and say it ain't. You may not want to be a City Girl, but your brand was based around it, okay? You came in the game off of the City Girls. What is this? Release, forgiveness. He gonna want forgiveness, okay? Because he was being reckless, y'all. Once he realizes this, okay, then his world, his world card come out. Everything you have worked for is coming together, okay? So yeah, he needs to learn a lesson. He's gonna want forgiveness for this, and because he's gonna realize, he's gonna take a moment to realize, okay, that was being reckless, okay? And then his world is gonna, until he realizes that, like once he realizes that, then his world is he's gonna be more successful, okay? Recognition, mastery, perfection, okay? So the best thing to do is apologize. Like, he disrespected her publicly, he gonna need to apologize publicly, okay? Let the apology be as loud as that disrespect was, okay? Wait a minute. Let's see. This might have been, yeah, this is what, Page of Cups. Yeah, okay. So, when it comes to the accusations, I'm just like, this ain't, I don't feel like that's true. A lot of shit, because I feel like if she was staying, somebody would have been said it. Somebody would have been out, came out publicly and said it. Because a lot of people are like, oh, she a mean girl. Of course somebody would have rushed to the stage or rushed to the public and said she's staying. Come on now. A bitch could say you staying just because they mad. Like, don't make it true. Like, come on now. Somebody would have been said that. And it's like, she's not even dating like kings and emperors or whatever. She's dating little ass boys, or knights or whatever, okay? So when it comes to that, they child just fuck or whatever. At the end of the day, they're not, grown into their manhood, and they would have been saying, oh, bitch, you stink or some shit like that. So no. And while he's sitting there telling me she do drugs, I'm not throwing around accusations, but yeah. Y'all heard what I said. I said what I said. The card said what they said, and I just repeated it. Okay, so let's move forward. Let's get into what JT thought about the Diddy situation. We already kind of got into a little bit of it, but that was about Young Miami. So let's get into what JT felt about the Diddy situation with Young Miami, or just the Diddy situation in general. I'm gonna have to cut some of this shuffling out. But this is just to let y'all know I'm just not pulling any cards. I'm actually shuffling and flipping cards, y'all. Four wands in reverse. So yeah, this is like difficult home life, like falling apart, okay? So that's the first card that came out. She's like, okay, this all done fell apart. Like I said, there was some things going on she didn't even know. Okay, what else? It's not like no cards for the night, so it's not too much of what she really thought about this. Okay, the Emperor card in reverse, that he failed to lead. Okay, he failed from grace. Okay, it's like when your best friend get with the Emperor. Okay, he's the boss, he's the big dog, and then this happens. Like, damn, he failed her friend. That's how she feels. What else? Of course, the High Priestess. Choose your own counsel first. She trusted herself when it came to Diddy. So whatever she thought, whatever she peeped, she trusted that intuition. Then it says the Empress card here. I get that she felt like there would have been a possibility that she would have had a baby with this man, with the Emperor card being here, fertility, beauty, happiness, okay? Yes, this is representing how she felt about Young Miami. This is how she views Young Miami. She's the Empress. The High Priestess is JT, and the Empress is in Miami. They ain't know it. Come on, man. Knight of Pentacles, conservative. She was thinking that this man was conservative. Like he was dull, like he didn't have shit really going on at first. But then she was like, he clever. You know, she's thinking he's efficient and responsible. She's thinking this is what she wants. I feel like this is what she wants for Young Miami. Like, you need somebody that's dull. You know what I'm saying? In regards to this coming out after the Empress card, this is how she feels. This is the way she feels about Young Miami when it comes to her dating life. She needs somebody dull. She needs somebody responsible. Okay, because she got kids. What else? The Hermit card. Which represents solitude. Okay, going within, a light being shined on a situation. Okay, so yes, there was surely, all life answers are within you. There was surely an enlightenment when it came to this. She was like, what? When the light was shined on this situation? The Hermit card, yeah. So a light was shined on this situation. Everything, you know, in the dark comes to light. This depicts a tall, sort of hooded man, you know, older. He has a beard, so he's wise, okay? He has his wand, he has a lantern, and he's shining the light. Well, everything that comes to that's in the dark comes to the light. It's like it was just time. If it came to the light, then that's what it was. She's like, this was over. Three of Cups in reverse, overabundant, excessive pleasure. Yes, like betrayal. Okay, he betrayed. You know, there was some betrayal going on. That's how she felt, that it was some sort of betrayal, and this is how it ended up. But the fact that she's not even taking a blow at Young Miami's character, she's not even blaming Young Miami for anything that happened. She's looking at the situation with perspective and perception, the right perception, y'all. This don't show no jealousy. This don't show, oh, that bitch thought she had one and now she. Where did they get this narrative from, running with this narrative? Cardi B, you talking about she kicking her friend when she down and all this. Come on now. The cards is not showing this, y'all. I would say that if it did. Just like I said how I felt about Uzi. Like, I'm not trying to switch it around, the cards, how the cards came on. This girl is not. That's why, you know what? That's why she was crying in that interview. When she went on Carisha Please, and they kept talking about the group splitting up, and, well, what you gonna do, JT? And Miami got this and that going on. She was crying. Okay? 6 of Cups come out. Forgiveness, nostalgia, memories. There's gonna be some sort of forgiveness here. They're gonna forgive each other. It also shows, it says, reaching out to others with love. She did reach out to Young Miami when she happened. She did reach out to it. She reached out to Young Miami. Yes, she did. It's showing in the cards, y'all. I'm not. Come on now. So y'all, this narrative they're running with, it's a lie. It's because they don't know JT, like, down to when you get down to the nitty gritty, into her heart space. They don't know her heart space, okay, like they thought they did. They just always pay attention to the bug on her face and all that. That don't mean shit. That don't mean because a bitch could be smiling and stabbing you in the back. Am I right? At the same time, got a whole smile on their face and then stab your ass in the back, or screwing your baby daddy, or steal from you and help you look for it, type of shit. So, I didn't see none of this in JT character. None of it. You know what I'm saying? Her past is her past. She did the shit when she was young. She paid her dues to society when it came to that. And she is now a mature, intuitive woman. The only thing that she has to do right now, I feel, is handle this relationship shit. That's it. Can't nobody shit on her for being with a nigga who's a millionaire. Who wouldn't? It's people going over there. It's girls going over there to Dubai to be people's porta parties. Okay, so let me find out somebody trying to come for her crown, like, cause we'll get into it. I'll put cards on that. Who really doing what behind the scenes? I said it and did. So I'm gonna move forward. You know, and this is and that's not nothing on that's not no lick on her character when it comes to her relationship. It's his. Okay, JT deserved better. Like, she could have did better. She could have did way freaking better, and still can. You know how many niggas is lined up for her? She's a beautiful and rich young woman. She got more than average. Okay. I don't know why I put on here. Let's get to my notes. I put why the group, what broke up the group. I already, did that. Okay. And then yeah, what she did, well, the situation. So yes, I'm gonna end this. Okay, this is the end of part 3. The ending was what she felt about Diddy situation. Okay. And the last card, y'all, let me just repeat, the last card that came out is the 6 of Cups. There is going to be a forgiveness on JT's behalf when it comes to Young Miami and in the Diddy situation. She like, look, like I'm reaching out with love. Okay, it was not fake. Okay. Steady gain, pleasure after hardship. They are going to, I don't want to speak on the future of their group or whatever, but as far as their personal relationship, there is going to be forgiveness, nostalgia, memories. Okay, 6 of Cups, right? So y'all, if y'all enjoyed this, please don't leave without hitting that like button. If y'all forgot when y'all came in, y'all hit it, thank you very much, and until the next time.